So, who am I? My name's Erin Hill. I'm a life coach. I have many leather-bound books, including 50 Shades of Grey and my wife's. Yeah, so who am I? I am a father to two kids. I live in Barcelona, or just outside of Barcelona, here in Spain, Catalonia. And for most of my life, I've been carrying around the feeling of being an imposter, that I wasn't good enough. I was lucky enough to be coached by a really good mate of mine a few years ago, and it made me realise, whilst I was working through this process, the potential that I had to do something fulfilling, and more importantly, the work that I did to be able to drop certain stories that weren't even mine to carry, that I'd had inside me my whole life, trying to conform, trying to prove myself to other people. In terms of my background, I grew up in the West Country in England, from a small little village just outside of Bath. I left school, went to college, messed around there for a few years, and then joined the Royal Marines. I did 5 years service there, and then went on to Special Forces and served for 5 years in the SAS, which is an incredibly privileged position. And interestingly enough, I never thought I was good enough, because I was always comparing myself to my colleagues. And I didn't really discover this until I started unpeeling the layers of what makes me, who I am, the essence of me. Then after that, I worked for 10 years on the private security industry, looking after different people across the world, in different places that were usually quite hot, usually problematic. But for me, that wasn't sustainable, having two young kids. So I left, re-qualified as a personal trainer, and transitioned towards life coach. So yeah, that's in a nutshell who I am. Now I work with clients to exactly that, help them overcome that feeling of being an imposter, the feeling of not being good enough, tapping into their potential. And now that's not to say everybody can hold world records or play for the best sports team in the world or in their country, but that they start to live their life through themselves, through their own eyes, through an authentic vision and reality. And for me, it's about balance, finding that balance that makes you happy, make you fulfilled. So yeah, because we really, at the end of the day, have only got one shot at this, and we can be proactive in seeking the things we want, or we be reactive. And that's what I help do. I help people tap into their potential.